Hey guys, back for round 4. Playing against Matthew 69 again, who was my first round opponent. This is a double elimination tournament, so what happened was that he beat me, won another round, and then just lost his last round. Usually in tournaments you can metagame against your opponents, but in this tournament you can switch decks in between rounds. I assume he's playing the same deck because they have the same sleeves, so I'm assuming he's still on Empoleon. Um, which is unfortunate as it doesn't make for the most interesting videos. But we are going first here, and we do have an okay start, so hopefully we can get ahead here, and we confirm that he is indeed playing Empoleon. I'm going to go ahead and Heavy Ball for a Black Kieran. Attach to this Keldeo, play the Black Kieran. Juniper, there's a Squirtle, and each for one. He has the Eevee, I don't think, which is going to be difficult because he can now get out a Leafeon and fight our Keldeo, but if we can get a Blastoise this turn and kind of get ahead with knockouts, I think that it's okay to kind of be able to sacrifice our Keldeo in that way and make him use his EV and make him kind of dedicate resources and dedicate cards to that. So perfect top deck here would be an Ultra Ball or a Blastoise or a Heavy Ball. We already use a Heavy Ball, but Ultra Ball or Blastoise would be great. We can Skylar for the Candy and then Candy and a Blastoise and then double Delusion, knock out this Duskull. 4 cards in hand, didn't play supporter. He bangled up, looks like he's thinking. Gonna Skyla. I assume in this spot right here, I don't know what's in his hand obviously, but I assume that he's gonna go ahead and Skyla for probably just another level ball or supporter. Probably supporter, I suppose, depending on what's in his hand, but I shouldn't have played the second Keldeo. Oh, Rare Candy, okay. So he's just showing that he has, oh, I guess he can beach this turn, so he's just kind of preparing his hand. Since that happened, we have the pretty easy choice of just ending him here. He's only down 1 card, so it's not like anything terrible for him, but we are in a much worse spot ourselves, though, and I think we just want to go ahead and activate the stadium. We do get the rare candies, now we just need to get the Blastoise, and if he doesn't have the energy to retreat the Duskull as well as a rare candy into the Empoleon, which he does with the rare candy and Empoleon, so he's getting ahead of us here again, which is unfortunate, but if he doesn't have much else, we could be okay. We really need to get a Blastoise out here. We have no supporter in our hand, which is unfortunate. We had the choice of playing more Pokemon down on the bench to draw more of our beach, but I don't think we wanted to do that. We don't want to fuel his attacks even more than they are. The unfortunate part right now is that even if we do get a Blastoise, we can only have 3 energy on our Keldeo unless we draw a supporter. Like so if we do like a Juniper or a Colress or something that gets us a Blastoise, which is going to be tough. Considering he's doing 120 here, setting us up for the 2-hit KO. Or 130, excuse me. That being said, I think we do go ahead and attach here. Play the second one of these. Play this down. Oh, we made a mistake on the attack. I want a beach, so I shouldn't have attached there. That was unfortunate. I think in that case we're going to go ahead and rush in and then activate the beach. Um, we're in a tough spot here because if he gets a Dusknoir out, he's going to kill both of our Squirtles, which is a reason not to play the Squirtle. That was a mistake on my part. I apologize. It's very early in the morning. And if he does that, I just think that we're eliminated from the tournament. He is thinking quite a bit, so... And there's an Ultra Ball, which probably spells a Dusknoir. My opponent has, well, and he has a Dusknoir. He has run pretty well these, oh, that's a Dusclops, okay. He has run pretty well these past 2 games. I mean, he's been, I don't know if his list is just very consistent or if it's just variance or what, but he has been doing very well for himself. There's a second Empoleon, and there's the Juniper, so, if he gets the Dusknoir here, it's going to be very hard for us, and there's the Leafeon just to put it on top of everything else. Doesn't look like he has the Dusknoir, though. He's taking his time. That would, if he doesn't have the Dusknoir, that would be amazing. He has to have two activations of Diving Draw, though. Just can't spell trouble. So he didn't get the Dusknoir. Alright, that's good for us. That's where we want to be. And now I don't think we can't afford. I'm definitely going to attach here, and then we have to just end. Kind of hope things work out. Unfortunately, they do not work out. We're gonna burn this level ball just to up our chances of drawing into something. Oh, we have a mime target. Yeah, okay. So we have the execute, and at this point, we're going to go ahead and rush in. And just attack him. I don't think drawing 1 card is going to be worth it, and this puts us in a position where we can start to knock him out. Unfortunately, he does have the Leafeon. Basically, he has a lot of stuff going on, and it's going to be tough for us to win this game, but we have a chance at it still. Taking his time, so I think with Empoleon that makes it so resilient is just Diving Draw, like just the fact. And there is the Dusknoir. Alright, maybe he won't see it. He's a good player. I mean, he showed us he was a good player last time. So I'm not too concerned that he won't see it. But if he... There's the max version too. That just totally resets what we were doing. We were just getting beaten down pretty hard, as they say. But I was going to say, the thing that makes Empoleon so resilient is that they have the diving draw power, so it's just like, if you ever, still no Blastoise, but if you ever end them to low cards, they have no cards in hand, doesn't matter, because they just can draw out of it, and it's just an insane power. If he manages to knock out both of our Squirtles and then knock out this Keldeo, which he's doing, I'm just going to concede. We can't come back from a 4-prize deficit where we have to skip a turn to play a Blastoise. I just don't think that's an actual possibility. He's getting our Squirtles pretty good there. Like I said, I think I made multiple mistakes this game. In all honesty, I played very poorly this game. From playing the first Keldeo in the beginning to playing the second Squirtle on the turn where if he got Dusknoir, I just lose. And we also reasonably should have drawn a Blastoise by now, but we we have just also played incredibly poorly. Just made small mistakes, incremental advantages. So we'll get to you. But thankfully, he cannot manipulate this damage to knock one of these guys out. Looks like he's just spreading it around. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's a good enough player and everything. Feels bad to lose the tournament this way, but at least this time I played poorly, so I didn't lose to just luck, which I feel like the last game with against Matthew 69 was. Um, One thing that I think is really important to understand as a competitive player is that you don't need to worry about the things that you can't control because I cannot win. I'm going to go ahead and concede. But you can't worry about the things you can't control and just do the best in the things you can control. So that's why whenever I lose to luck, I always feel much worse than if I lost to a misplay, because at least when I lost to a misplay, I know what I was doing, and I can use that information to do better next time, and I can kind of punish myself rather than just saying, like, wondering what if, you know. And obviously, there's still a lot of frustration, there's still a lot of what if questions, even when you lose to luck, but I feel like losing to misplaying at least is showing that you can grow and improve past that. Thanks for watching. Sorry we had a little bit of a disappointing result. Um, there's another 60 cards tournament in a couple of days, I think, that I'm going to try and enter, so look for that probably the same week that this video goes up. Thanks for watching. I love you. Good night.